Hi, it's Mike Lynch with AmeriFirst Financial, and it's time for your Monday morning mortgage update for the week of August the 23rd. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Gayle and I had a fantastic weekend. We actually got out of town, went to the coast, got out of the smoke, and just got some real needed R&R. Found some great mountain biking trails and really enjoyed it. So hopefully you were able to get out of the smoke. If not, it was sure nice to wake up this morning to less smoke outside and some nice cool mornings. So let's talk about the market last week and what we're looking for this week. So last week, we actually saw mortgage rates stay pretty flat. The pricing got worse a little bit. We thought maybe that'd move mortgage rates higher, but really not much of an effect. A lot of volatility, but ended the week the same as it started. So what are we looking at this week? We're looking at the three things. Number one is the Fed. Number two is COVID. Number three is inflation. So let's talk about the Fed. This week, every year, this time of year, all the major economists and thinking minds get together in Jackson Hole, Wyoming for this annual economic symposium. Last year it was virtual. So this year in person. And really the power of that is they have a lot of breakout sessions and a lot of different things that they learn from and give their opinions. But really a lot of the impact of this is the drinks at the bar, the dinners, the smoking cigars on decks, and really talking about policy. And so a lot of that stuff comes out into the media. Well, this year, last week, they announced it's going to be virtual again. So now all these economists are not going to meet face to face. They're going to have all these breakout sessions in a virtual platform, but we're going to hear from them. And really, we're going to hear about what is the long-term outlook for the economy? Is COVID going to affect the economy? Is the Fed really going to accelerate this taper? What's that taper? That means they start buying less mortgage-backed securities. And if they start buying less mortgage-backed securities, then mortgage rates will probably go up. They talked about doing it at the end of this year, maybe putting it off and starting at the first part of January or the first quarter of next year. So we'll be looking at the end of the week is when we'll start to hear some feedback about what's happening in that symposium. The second thing is inflation. Inflation's up. We've been talking about this 4 months. Inflation is bad for rates. And on Friday, the Fed's great or favorite measure of inflation, the PCE report, will be coming out. So the Fed had a target inflation rate of 2%. And now we expect that PCE report to come out at 3.5 to 3.6% inflation. If we see that report go up, it could be bad for mortgage rates, and we could see mortgage rates shoot up in the end of the week on February. But let's talk about the third thing, COVID. Every time we get this news that rates could go up, we start to get other news that really tempers the economy, and that's what COVID's doing. So cases are up everywhere. Ports are being shut down in China and other places. On the coast, we had to wear masks everywhere, and that wasn't the case 30 days ago. So obviously there's a lot more fear, a lot more uncertainty, a lot more concern about how COVID's going to affect our ability to recover in this economy. And it's just this cloud that's kind of weighing over any economic recovery efforts. The other thing is we've got some reports coming out this week. I talked about the PCE, talked about how the Fed's going to start releasing some data at the end of the week from this symposium. And then we also get consumer sentiment, jobless claims coming out Thursday. And the last consumer sentiment report that we got showed uncertainty with consumers. And actually mortgage rates got better. They went down when we saw this. So what's this report going to look like? Is there more uncertainty? We could see rates actually improve if the sentiment is not favorable. So what are we looking at this week as far as locking? A really volatile week with everything kind of stacked up at the end of the week. So we're starting the week floating. Everything's stacked up at the end of the week. We'll be watching it very carefully and moving to a lock position if anything changes. So if you or your clients need any advice about locking or any input, please give me a call. All my information is down below. If you know somebody who benefit from this video, please forward it to them. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.